नमस्कार। पिछले वीडियो लेक्चर में मैंने बात किया था के ऑटोमॉर्फिज्म्स का, फिक्स्ड फील्ड के नोशन का और की कंजुगेट्स का। तो मैं इस वीडियो लेक्चर को टू स्टार्ट दिस लेक्चर first we recall some basic results. Recall the first we try to first we uh, recall the definition of key conjugates. Uh, in previous video lecture, we have observed that if L is a field extension of K and alpha, beta be any two elements of K, any two elements of L, then alpha and beta are said to be key conjugate. If there is a K automorphism from L into L, which carries alpha to beta. And we also observe that if alpha and beta be any two K conjugate elements, then their minimal polynomial over K are same. So we just use this result. That result is very important for further study of Galois theory. We use that result several times, and also here is the lemma. We will not prove this result. We leave this result to you. This is very easy. So just try to prove it. I taught group actions. So also here in this proof you just recall the definition of key automorphisms and then try to prove this. Remember that you should know the definition of polynomials or field of fractions. If you know this, then you can do it. So we leave this result for exercise. We come to this proposition. This is a fundamental and very important results for further study of Galois theory. What is the proposition? Here we assume that L is a field extension of K and alpha beta be any two algebraic elements over K, which are K conjugate. Means there is a K automorphism from L into L such that image of alpha is beta. So here our goal is to prove that then there is a K isomorphism from K alpha and K beta, which takes alpha to beta. Means here we wish to prove that both field extensions K alpha and K beta are isomorphic. So this proposition suggests us how to extend isomorphism from subfield to its extension field. So suppose that alpha beta be any two algebraic elements over K and alpha and beta be K conjugate. It means by definition of K conjugates we have a K automorphism sigma from L into L such that sigma alpha is equal to beta. So this follows from the definition of K conjugate. So remember the definition of K conjugate. Now suppose that Px is a minimal polynomial of alpha. In previous video lecture we observed that minimal polynomial of alpha and beta both are same if they are K conjugate. So here alpha beta are conjugate, therefore their minimal polynomial will be same and Px will be the minimal polynomial. Understood? Okay. Now we just recall in the beginning of our course we prove Kronecker theorem, and we use this result several times. We use indeed this result is a fundamental result. So since px is a minimal Parlamian and alpha is algebraic over k, then there will be a evaluation map from kx to k alpha. This evaluation map will be surjective homomorphism, and so by fundamental theorem of homomorphism, kx by this is isomorphic to k alpha. But remember that px is minimal, and so it is irreducible. Since kx is PID, therefore this will be maximal ideal, and you know that if M is a maximal ideal of R, then R by M is filled. It means kx by px it will be a field, and so since it is isomorphic to k alpha, therefore this also will be filled. It means we just recall this. So suppose that px is a minimal polynomial of alpha. So by Kronecker theorem, there is a isomorphism from kx by px to k alpha. And remember that this isomorphism is given by psi of fx plus px is equal to f alpha. We just replace x by alpha, and in this field this ideal will be 0. So we do not put this px, we just replace x by alpha. So you may try to prove this. This is an isomorphism. We leave it as an exercise for you. Okay. So just note that if image of fx plus p ideal px is equal to f alpha, it means inverse image of f alpha will be this, that is psi inverse f alpha will be fx plus px. We use this result in later in the proof of this theorem. So just again we come to the result px is a minimal polynomial of beta. Then in the similar way we have an isomorphism. Suppose that this isomorphism is phi from kx by px into k beta, which carry fx plus px ideal px is equal to f beta. Note that we replace x by beta here. So we have two isomorphisms. One is psi from this to k alpha, and other is phi from kx by px to k beta. This suggests that by composition of this, we have a path from k alpha to k beta. By this, just note that this is the path. This is the path. Okay. So if we use this diagram to define a new function, we define sigma bar from k alpha to k beta given by sigma bar of f alpha is equal to phi composite psi inverse. Just observe the diagram. Psi inverse from k alpha to this, and then apply phi. It means phi composite psi inverse will be a map from k alpha to k beta. So we define sigma bar as phi composite psi inverse of phi composite psi inverse. So sigma bar of f alpha will be phi composite psi inverse f alpha. You know the composition of maps, so we leave it For verification, just remember that composition up to isomorphism is an isomorphism. Inverse of isomorphism is an isomorphism. Therefore, phi composite psi inverse will be an isomorphism. It means sigma bar is an isomorphism from k alpha to k beta. This by follows from this. Now our aim is to prove that this isomorphism carries alpha to beta. So just note that sigma bar, apply this on f alpha. By definition of sigma bar of f alpha will be phi composite psi inverse of f alpha. We can write it phi of psi inverse f of alpha. By equation 1 dash, psi inverse f alpha can be written as fx plus px, and by definition of phi, this is the equation number 3. Phi of this can be written as f of beta. It means sigma bar carries f alpha to f beta, any polynomial in alpha to the polynomial in beta, which is obtained by replacing alpha by beta. This suggests that in particular we can say that sigma bar of alpha is equal to beta. So what we have? We have proved that if alpha beta are k conjugate, then there is an isomorphism from k alpha to k beta which carries alpha to beta. So by this result, as we have recalled in the beginning of this video lecture, that in previous video lecture we have observed that if alpha is an algebraic element, then any k automorphism carries alpha to its conjugate. Indeed, we have observed that if alpha is a root of px, then its image sigma alpha will also be a root of px. So this results suggests as the following. Let L be a field extension of K and alpha be any algebraic element. Then we will observe that there is a 1-1 correspondence between the Galois group of K alpha over K and the roots of minimal polynomial of alpha in K. So this correspondence is given by eta of any sigma is equal to sigma of alpha. So this says that the number, since there is a 1-1 correspondence, it means the order of number of elements in the Galois group will be equal to the number of roots of minimal polynomial of alpha belonging to k beta. This is our result. Now we wish to prove this result. So first we assume that px is a minimal polynomial of alpha over k. Our aim is to prove that there is a bijective correspondence between Galois group of k alpha over k to the roots of px belonging to k alpha. So to prove this, we assume that sigma be any element of Galois group of k alpha over k. Then by definition of Galois group of k alpha over k contains k alpha over k contains k automorphism from k alpha to k alpha. So